What's up, guys? I got some great news. And Spence is going on another adventure. Where will this one lead? I wonder. No, actually, as of right now, I'm not sure if I'm gonna even buy the thing. But you know, considering if this video gets out, then maybe I did something stupid again. Basically, the story is that my buddy wanted to buy a truck, but then he realized he already has like 20 trucks, so he offered one to me instead. Actually, it's not my buddy, it's my buddy's buddy somewhere down the line. But you know, as of right now, I'm not sure if I want one. Well, actually, I do want one. I always wanted to have like a Soviet truck, but as of right now, I'm not sure if I want to buy one. I think that's the correct wording of the thing. But he's gonna pick me up soon, and we're just gonna go check it out. And if I fall in love, well, then we're all screwed, including me. Honestly, I don't even know what the model name is. It's KrAZ something. No, I don't really know much about Soviet trucks. There's too many different versions. My buddy knows them all though, and he told me that this is like the top of the top line when it comes to Soviet trucking. Maybe it's like a 6-wheel drive beast. How cool would that be? At the moment, I have no idea. Luckily, the Wolverine is about to arrive. Where are we going now?
To the prison, as you can see.
We just came from the prison.
We are going to check out a little surprise.
Stop jiggling the car.
It wasn't me.
By the way, what's the model name?
Oh, is it KrAZ or KrAZ-255B? Banana.
Grasshopper.
Grasshopper. Here's Danielson. Wax on, wax off.
That's a six-wheel drive truck, right?
Yes. With the same engine as your KrAZ, without the turbo.
Oh man. So we're not gonna get the whistling?
I'm gonna whistle by your side.
Oh, by the way.
Yes.
Are you there yet?
For reasons I can't use many words, but no.
Why are you filming some stranger's backyard? No, it's so beautiful. I want to live there.
No.
I want to take all my equipment and go live there.
Here?
Not there. Hey, look, bankruptcy simulator.
I wish.
Wow, such bankruptcy. What is that, like $500,000 of bankruptcy?
Actually, kinda, yeah. You ain't far off.
Ma ei pane mingit trakki seal.
Once upon a time.
Speed up, we're not gonna get through.
Get with it.
Oh man, is that it?
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
That's one.
That's huge.
Oh yeah.
No, you were supposed to say that's what she said. You ruined it again.
Next time, give me the damn script.
There is no script. We make this up as we go along.
That's what he said. Oi, ta on nii palju tehnikat maha.
Man, look at this freaking thing.
see hobi on hukatud, ma ütlen.
See on nüüd taastatud või? Look at this guy, man. This has been fully rebuilt. Basically the same thing, but with a bed on it. Oh man, look at this thing. What is this thing even called? Man, some type of Soviet excavator. Leaking pretty badly. Drive motors have been removed. I don't think this guy is gonna move anywhere. This thing seems pretty cool, right? I have no idea what I'm gonna use it for though.
Ma lõikasin ära poldid, need tuleb välja keerata. Aga ma keerasin ära ja mul sai natukene vastuvoolu see toru kahjustas, ma panin lihtsalt selle. Aga see ei ole. Ja ma panin igaks juhuks, mulle ei meeldi küttejama. Ma panin vaata igale poole ette ilusti punnid, et nii tõhku kuskilt ei tuleks.
Hüdropumpa tal peale ei ole muidu, jah?
Sellega saad juba annad, see tuleb käigukasti pealt siis?
Käigukasti, jah. Tal on nii-öelda, kuidas ma seda ütlen, tal on see vahekäik eraldi kiirusega.
Ta on nagu spetsiaalselt mingi pump siis läheb ka siia peale või peab midagi aretama või?
Kurat, ma isegi ei ole kunagi pumpa näinud KrAZ-iga. Siin peab ise, tal on väljavõtte olemas, saab ise peale lükata.
Okei.
Muidu on selline lollikindel pill ja kuradi õige mootoriga. Mingi pask.
Tal on see kiirootsi mootor peal või?
Tal on jah, see vabalt ei, see on originaal, tehas originaalpill. Tal peabki punast märga. Tal on siin lukusti, mis tal on, vaata. See on lahti, muidu vaata ta läheb siia otsaauku, muidu jääb sul kinni, kui sa siit ei hoia.
Okei.
Kunagi mõned midagi ta peab kabiiniga tegema. Mõni tuuning käis. Käis poole pealt ja nii. Nii nagu peab olema. Nii. Loogu veel. Ma ütlen.
Oh man.
Orineerist on tehtud meil. Tänapäeval saed ja lekime vist laevust.
This thing actually came from the Finland. So that's why everything is in Finnish.
Vahepeal on, kui saad hea hinna, kes lähed järgi lihtsalt. Või on hea hind. Ma ostsin selle palju. Üle 9 tonni maksin ise plus transport ja 1000 kilti. Soomes.
Dude, I have no use for this thing whatsoever. But it's such a cool little tractor. I mean, truck, sorry. I mean, look at this thing. So cool. Maybe we can build something on it, like we have nothing there at the moment. I mean, maybe we could install a bed on it. But this thing doesn't have a hydraulic pump though. So I couldn't really power that with anything. Not really sure. The drive drain on this guy is just insane. I mean, this thing is meant for some serious stereo, right? It can go through almost anything. seems like a pretty solid truck actually. The guy says that there's really nothing wrong with it, and well, he bought it from Finland apparently for about 9 grand, and he's willing to let it go for about 5. Not sure where's the logic in that. But well, actually I did some digging, and you can buy something like that for about 6 or 7 grand, so 5 including transport to my place seems like a pretty decent deal, I guess. But then again, I have like 0 use for it. It's a very cool little thing, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, you know. Usually when I buy something, then I need to have like a purpose for it. That's kind of a requirement for me, I guess. But then again, this thing has many options, right? We can, I mean, it has no bed on it, and we can definitely like build something for it. A dump bed would be really nice. This could carry some serious loads, right? Then I wouldn't need to make a dump bed for the KrAZ. Like many options there, right? I mean, the guy can even transport the thing to my place. I mean, he already has everything. Oh, look at that. We have a Joseph, we have KrAZ. Still, this guy has everything. Same type of mud pit yard as well. Yeah, a little bit better. Jaa.
On sama vintsi see, mis kuradi 131 või?
Ei ole, erinev.
Okay. Kõrval on pisikeste roheliste pirnidega. Tuled kabiinis seal taga üleval. On see, panedki see agregaadi kinni, tõmbad endale pähe, siis näed, et kuul oli peale juba vajumine.
Look at that, this is 6-wheel drive as well.
Ja too oli see...
Much smaller though.
Tehnika hoole auto, iganes tavaline suur kurdi.
Mis selle Esku lugu on?
Sellega ei ole midagi teha. See on suht see varuosadeks kunagi on. Meil on jääd vist.
Okei.
Siit ei ole mõnus selle lindiga.
See on vist kaua aega seisnud siin juba?
Ei ta on meil olnud. Las ta mõtleb elu üle, las ta kogub ennast. Ega taga kiiret ei ole. See on tõsiselt kõva film.
This one is pretty decent. See oli nagu mingi truck carrier siis või?
Mis asja?
See vedas inimesi või keda?
Jah, ei ta on tegelikult, miks ta nii korralik on ta sellepärast, et ta oli kunagi, kuidas ma teile ütlen, väga kõrge või ütleme niis mõjuvõimsal mehe ama, kes oli kaitseaega seotud ja see masin pandi kõrvale seisma.
Ja, see ongi see inimese jaoks.
Jaa, aga mul endale vaata ongi inimese jaoks ainult vaja, mul on näituste masin. Aga ma ütlen, too pill, mis see raamil on, too käib paremini kui see.
Sellele vints ka peal, jah?
Jaa. Huvitav, et terve autoraadio siis läbi jookseb.
Oh yeah, this thing has a vints as well. The guy has 3 of them, and he's looking to part ways with 2 of them. He wants to keep 1 for himself, and I'm assuming it's either this or that. Both of them look pretty nice, and that one is for sale as of right now. The one without the bed.
See on originaal taga. Ikka. Siis on ikkagi taladiga originaal. Samasugune näeb välja.
I've never seen that this thing has front weights as well, so that's kind of new. Or maybe I've never noticed them. I'm not sure. Apparently this is scrap steel as well, according to the guy. Hasn't moved for probably decades by now. The guy has a lot of basically junk that is just scrap steel at this point.
Saad ka seda teinud? Issand, kui palju ma seda teinud olen.
Mida?
Küljepakke ja asju lahti ajanud Jussil.
See on käigu kast korduvalt kinni jäänud sidurine.
Aga mul on see pealt sidur kinni jäänud.
see tuleb lahti, see on lihtsam missioon.
jah. aga see on pöördsahaga või? Või pöördevõimalusega?
Ikka. Kas see Jossi, sul vanus on Jossi, sa kasutad ka enne siis, jah?
jah. siis ma olen kasutanud teda, just paar päeva tagasi viimati kasutasin.
See on väga korralik film, väga korralik. Maru hästi, fookust nagu õige keeramine peab olema, nii et sõrmega tõmbab. Isa on mul tõsisem Jossi mees, mina olen selline, teen oma töö ära, et ma ei taha neid lõbu võttes. See oli minu oma.
Different design than what I have.
Ma ise ei ole aega anda.
It's like a giant ball in the center there which controls the tilt function. What the hell is that?
Esiplats ära. Ma tahan millalgi sinna öelda, et kunagi tõmban siia uue hoomepist ära.
Metsaveomasin. Jõkerman. Man, this thing is rough. Parts machine basically. Hydraulic tank. Mis see on?
See on kuidagi, ma arvan, kiireks on läinud ja lihtsalt.
Ups. Oota, aga mis, ta on 100 siis või? T100 või? Oh jumm. This is pretty cool actually. The bottom part is from Joseph, but the bulldozer itself is different. The undercarriage is part of Joseph. Exact copy actually. Joseph parts. Half of Joseph here, half of Joseph there. What did you make me do?
I made you spend money.
Oh man. Guess I'm buying that thing.
I think it was your childhood lunch money?
More like life savings. Dude, maybe we can actually make like a really nice dump trailer out of this guy. I did think about it, and my original idea was that I'm gonna make a dump trailer for the KrAZ, but honestly, if you consider the dimensions, I mean, the KrAZ itself is like 7.5 meters long, and then you add another 6 or 7 meters of dump trailer behind it. The machine is like freaking 15 meters long total. You can't really maneuver around with that thing, right? This seems to be about maybe 8 or 9, so it's a shorter version of that. Plus you don't have a trailer behind you, so maneuvering will be a bit easier. Plus building that dump bed for it might be like a really cool project on its own. And so far I did build my own little red dump trailer, but this would be like another level entirely. Although it's probably not worth building the dump bed yourself and then just kind of buy something, try to jerry rig it on this bed, and also need to figure out the hydraulic situation because this guy doesn't have a hydraulic pump on it. But you know, this is for the winch, so we could probably use that to power the hydraulic pump, right? Technically. So there's options. There seems to be like a couple of good options here to make this into a really nice dump truck, I guess. Other than that, I think this is gonna be worth it. I mean, you know, it looks pretty solid. Even we got original paint over there, no rust whatsoever. Here as well, no rust at all. Seems like a, I mean, for $5,000 seems like a pretty good option. And well, technically, if I'm not gonna do anything with it, then I can sell it for far more, right? They usually go for around 6 or 7, so I could even profit from that. So the guy is gonna bring this thing over tomorrow, then we'll try to figure out the next step. How long will this last on a single battery?
It depends, really depends on the battery. I'd say
A day, 2?
a bit over a week.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Because these are actually big batteries. Thank you, mister. That's in my pants.
What?
That's in my pants.
No, thank
So
you.
lychee.
Not interested. You're not my type.
What it does, it blows up the doll, a blow up doll, and screams. And also it has some LEDs and cool things.
But does it run KrAZ?
Yeah. I know. That's where
Press the other button.
Come on, work already. Work with me. I'm doing a presentation.
This is where the food comes from.
A part of it, yeah. Damn bird. It's really useful. It is already really scary. You can see the face.
It kind of looks like me, I guess. On a bad day, I mean.
Damn, it's like your twin.
Do something. We need a stick. Do something.
In 30 minutes it should do
Oh
something.
man. Oh no, not this place again. Look at all this junk. We got one piece of junk sitting right here.
I'm not junk, I'm chunky. Woo! Joo, puhta.
Bye, Chunky.
Võta nii opet tagasi.
Ei, see on päris hea, kuule, mulle meeldib. Oh man, what have I done now? Here we are again, waiting for another piece of crap to arrive. Can't wait. Apparently the guy had to take a little detour. The way he's coming from, there's like no good road which has the supported weight limit on the road, so he has to come around. I think I can pull a quick donut. I smell a piece of crap. It's just a Skoda. False alarm. It was actually a Skoda. That was a wild guess. Food truck. Yeah, I just ate a bunch of donuts. I'm full. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's the next thing now. The guy said he's very close. What is this crap, bro? It's almost lunchtime again. You can't stand here forever. You got more important things to do, like split firewood. What is this, heavy traffic day? Bro, usually nobody even drives here. I'm all alone. Now all of a sudden, the entire nation came for a visit. I mean a drive-by. What is this crap? Where's my 6-wheel drive nonsense, man? I wanna go play in the mud pit. Oh boy. Here we go. kurat, perse nüüd valutab. Man. Holy donut, what have I done now? Võib-olla ajad siia sisse sõidu peale tagurpidi ja saad kohe maha sõita sinna. Dude, that truck is almost bigger than the trailer truck. Look at that. I don't even know how to drive that thing. But I guess we'll learn somehow.
Külje pealt vaata see massi käivitus.
Seal all, jah?
Ja, just lükkad selle sisse. Ja ta ei lähe sul kunagi käima, kui sul käsi gaasi peal ei ole. See on suretus teisisõnu. Ühesõnaga, tõmbad välja ja paned, ta on poole pöörde viild. Vale. Mina panen endale vastavaks alati, vaata. Siin on käiguskeem. Panen natukene tõgurdame. Selle rehvi tahtsid sa, nagu ma aru sain, selle ma panin kaasa.
Jah.
Siin on tuled, elektrisüsteem ees toimib täitsa.
Käsipiduri juttu on ka, jah?
Käsipidur on palju kunagi seda isegi testinud.
See töötab õhu pealt või?
Õhu pealt ikka.
Mis tal neid kange veel siin on muidu?
Muidu siin on käik, mul on alati sees, kui ta seisab. Aga siin on esivedu, on ju. Näed. Kas sees või väljas. Siin on kiirend ja aeglusti, on ju.
Okei.
Ja siin on silla lukk vist. See on silla lukku oma.
Ja see kõik soome keeles siin, jah?
Ja see on vintsi oma. See ongi nüüd paned vintsi sisse ja siis paned vaba keskmine, vaata. Ja siis ma ei mäleta, kas oli käiku vaja või mitte. Ja siis ta hakkab vaata sul vahekastist ülekannet üle andma.
Okei. Ja siis tagurpidi käigud ja edaspidi käigud, kuidas need käivad?
Tal ongi näed see tagurpidi.
Tagurpidi on ainult üks käik, jah?
Ja. Ja siis ülejäänud on edaspidi ja mitte midagi muuta ei ole.
Okei. Save me, guys. I need help. I mean, what? Check out my new toy. Dude. This is not normal. This is starting to get out of hand now. I don't even know what to say. I mean, yesterday I was just casually splitting firewood. I was enjoying the sunlight and all. But then the hydraulic... well, my hydraulic power unit sort of blew up. But about 5 minutes later, my buddy called me up and said, let's go look at the truck. And now we're here. Pretty much the end of story. So I ended up paying 5.2 grand for the thing. What do you guys think? Is that a good price? Transport included, by the way. Plus, I got a spare tire as well. The guy was willing to let one go for about 100 bucks. Condition of the tire is unknown, but it's with the rim. So I guess that's probably worth more than 100 bucks, right? I mean, the guy told me that brand new tire is 600 euros alone. So I guess another win there. Now, concerning price, I think I did very good. Like I already said, that I did some digging, and apparently, working KrAZ-255s usually start at around 6. And I guess the only negative thing is that this guy doesn't have anything on the bed, not even like a troop carrier type of platform. But that leaves us the opportunity to actually build something on it on our own, right? Like I explained, I want to make a dump bed on this guy. Actually, my initial plan was to buy a KrAZ-255, basically from the same place I bought the K701. That place is selling a KrAZ-255 for scrap value. But my plan was not to use the gas itself in order to have a hauler with a dump bed on it, because the gas would kind of get stuck very easily in muddy soils. It doesn't have very good all-terrain option, I guess. It basically has like tarmac wheels on it, and off-road, that thing is gonna get stuck immediately. My plan was pretty interesting though. I wanted to take dump bed off that gas truck and convert it into a dump trailer for the KrAZ. I thought, well, actually some of you even suggested that option, and I was pretty sure I'm gonna do it, but I think this is actually a better option than the gas option. We just need to construct a dump bed on it, and that shouldn't be that difficult, right? Basically, we just need to buy like a box, a couple of cylinders, and hook everything up hydraulically. I mean, you guys know me, I'm really good at that. I just weld everything together. I guess the only problem we have at the moment is that this guy doesn't have any hydraulic pump on it. Not from the factory or even like aftermarket option. So we would need to cherry rig something together, but maybe we could use the BTO output for the winch in order to power hydraulic pump. I mean, we could create like a mount here, put the hydraulic pump directly either on the flange itself, or we could have like a little shaft that goes out. I think if this works, then this is a pretty decent option for that. If not, we can always use like a dedicated hydraulic power pack and install it here with a small gasoline engine. But I think that's a bunch of crap, and this would be a better option definitely for that. Oh, and like I explained, the gas dump trailer option for the KrAZ, it would have made the thing stupidly long. The entire tractor is 7.5 meters. At the trailer, probably like 15 meters of machinery. Turning that length is just horrible, especially on my roads, right? I mean, this guy seems to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, maybe like 7 meters long, bro. I think this is pretty good. This is a much better option than what I had planned out before. Oh, by the way, there's more good news. The same guy who sold me this piece of truck. This is definitely not lemon, but the same dude actually said that he can supply me a bed and 2 cylinders in order to dump that bed, and he wants 1,300 euros for it. What do you guys think? Should I get it? I mean, the whole kabuki, right? Bed plus cylinders. That's like 50% of the parts. The hydraulic nonsense is the other 50, I would say. And I think I'm actually gonna do it. I'm gonna let the guy transport that thing over here as well at some point. However, the bed is in a pretty rough state. I kind of saw it while I was there. It was on the concrete. That was the one which was making that metal clunking noise while I was at the place. I mean, it has like a bunch of dents and stuff on it, but who cares, bro? I don't think dents are gonna bother me. Plus, we can always add new paint to it, right? Make it look a lot better. This guy though, this guy already looks pretty good. I mean, there's a little bit of rust here and there, but dude, this thing has been, I think this thing has been staying inside somewhere. It's a very basic machine. The guy did explain to me what But then we got the main gear shift over there. The gear setup is over there, so center is neutral, reverse, forward, 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 forward. It doesn't have a lot of gears. Bunch of levers here. Then that's the handbrake. I already forgot what the guy explained about this. But we got the full guide right over there. I just need to translate that and make like a readable little leaflet, I guess. Everything in here is in Finnish. And this thing actually came from Finland, and yeah, apparently everything should nicely work. Even the lights. The guy told me even the lights work. I think this is gonna be an excellent hauler, to be honest. I mean, it's not that big. Plus, it's extremely off-road capable. This thing has like KrAZ rated, maybe even better than KrAZ rated traction. It's very, very impressive. Very cool piece of machinery. Oh, and it look at that. It only has 7,200 hours on it, so that's like nothing. I mean, for comparison, we can put the numbers here. Volvo over there. 30,000 hours, bro. What about these two? I think I've never even checked that. This. Woo! 4,000 hours. But I think that's wrong. That seems very low. I'm not really sure if that's correct. But if it's true, then holy hell, this guy is even younger than that guy. But 6,718. Woof. No, I'm pretty sure that's incorrect. That thing probably froze the moment it rolled off the factory line. Pop crap. I think it's, when I bought it, it was 6,000. Right now it's, oh look, 8,100. I've done 2,000 hours in that thing. Holy shit. That's actually pretty severe. This guy was pretty high as well. 22. What is this deal that? 5,000? 5,000. I mean, that guy is older than time. Nothing beats Joseph. That guy is a baby. 1, 2, 6, 6. I got it. Shut the fuck! I got that thing when it was 800 something hours. So I've done 300 hours on Joseph. Oh, just imagine the fuel. But dude, coming back to the topic of the video, the truck. I think this was a solid buy, and if we manage to make like a dump bed for it, this is gonna be a really cool machine, right? Sadly, I don't have any papers on it, so I can't take it on legal roads. But you know, that's really not a problem for me. I just need to buy whole of Estonia, so everything is my backyard. Send me money, please. But anyway, guys, about this video. Whoops. So about this video, goals are pretty simple. We're gonna do some basic maintenance, you know, make sure the windscreen washer fluid works, and that there's some air in the tires, and the simple things. And then once we achieve that, then we're gonna go on a little joyride and call it can. After which I'm probably gonna park the machine until I deal with my other stuff, other projects. And once I get that bed, we're gonna pick up this project again and start making a bed on it. Because at its current state, as it is right now, I have zero use for it, other than just kind of driving around and wasting a bunch of fuel. Because this guy, 40 liters per 100 kilometers of diesel, not gasoline. Now under that bonnet over there, we have a KrAZ YAMS 238 engine. Exactly the same engine that's on the KrAZ minus the turbo. So that's a 15-liter V8 engine. So I'm gonna try to park it somewhere at the moment because I have a couple of things that we need to finish before I can actually deal with this dude. So yeah, this part is always scary because I have no idea what to do. Clutch, speed, brake. Brake is leaking somewhere. Very good. More things to fix. Mess on. Oh, wrong button maybe. Oh yeah, he told me. Need some persuasion down there. Dials seem to work, except that maybe that's disconnected. Coolant amp meter, I'm guessing. Speed, air pressure, oil pressure, and not sure what's that about. This thing is so huge. Look at that. Everything's moving. Oh, we need to turn, bro. Oh no. Wrong gear, I think. Main brakes work. What about hand brake? And hand brake works as well. Very nice. This is as rudimentary as it gets, honestly. I did not even notice while we were just casually walking over that stump. I think this is actually really cool. However, I also think that it's maybe slightly too long. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. I just need to make my driveways wider, right? Joseph will make sure of that. But guys, I'm gonna leave it here for a little bit. I actually need to wrap up a little firewood project over here. The camera is doing its thing, but no work is happening. So I'm gonna quickly wrap that up, then relocate the Volvo, drive this guy on the bed, and then let's do some rudimentary maintenance on it. Let's check the fluids. I noticed the air leak inside the cab, plus the air pressure is not really climbing over 3 or something like that, so we need to fix that. And differentials, make sure the fluids are there, fuel filters, stuff like that, just to make sure that the thing is like 100% ready to drive. Right now everything's a mystery. So see you in a few. A little change in plans, guys. Instead of putting it on the Volvo spot, I suddenly remembered that Hans Pants built a KrAZ pit last year, and I figured maybe it's a bit better to service the new truck on it. I mean, it makes sense, right? This is so weird. thing starts up so easily. I'm very impressed. Oh, by the way, which one you prefer? The turbo version or the non-turbo version? I don't know. I mean, that's kind of unique, but this is very good as well. Secret lock. And this thing seems so clean. That's crazy. I don't even see any oil anywhere. Plus the way this thing fired up, half a turn, already exploded. I think we got a really good engine on this one. I better not screw it up. Creates like this weird feedback loop. The car kind of starts to stutter, I guess, and then you're going back and forth in the chair, and also the foot pedal goes back and forth constantly. I'm not sure, maybe I should just kind of keep the hand throttle and not use that thing. Kind of weird, I don't know. Feels good, you know. I don't know. Brakes work, handbrake works, freaking wheel turns, engine starts marvelously. No rust. I mean, the thing is a freaking beefcake. Look at that. We just need a bed on it, or maybe a sauna. However, we need to park this guy there somehow. Not like a stupid stump in the way, blocks there. Man, I need more space. Definitely need more space. Dude, this wheelchair is so big. I mean, steering wheel. Like driving a bus. Maybe even bigger than that. What was that? Shut up. Stop making weird noises. Look at that thing! Is that cool or is that super cool? Actually, I'm gonna come a bit more. Currently, the rear axle is not on the thing even. Dude, I made that bit extra long. That's like 7.5 meters of bit, and I need to use like the maximum amount in order to fit this truck on it. Wow! Don't you just love machinery that are at least 8 meters long? Okay, I think before we get to work, let's check stuff out. Maybe we'll spot something interesting. Looks like a little leaky situation over there. I think that's the small hydraulic pump which powers the steering cylinders. At least everything on this side is clean, I mean dry. Got like a little leak over there somewhere. And overall the engine looks really clean. The gearbox, clutch, engine, I mean, it looks actually pretty nice. I mean, you can't really tell where that is coming from. I'm guessing from this gearbox. Carries the drive from there to up top and to both the axles further on. You know, overall everything seems pretty dry. I mean, I don't even think I need to pressure wash this guy at the moment. Maybe, but I'm not really sure if that's necessary right now. That looks pretty good as well. Walking beam axle, right? Look at that. That's a serious walking beam. Different starter on the thing, or at least different mount compared to the KrAZ. Water pump looks the same. Engine is very clean. A couple of grease fittings there. I'm guessing they are for the throwout bearing. Maybe on the other side as well. Yep, something there. Oh, by the way, guys, if you did not know, the cab on it is wood. Yeah, I'm not even kidding you. Look at that. Wooden framed cab, 100%. The outside coating is made out of sheet metal. I'm guessing the air tank, maybe? This guy seems to have a lot of them. This guy has the exact same brake chambers as the KrAZ does. So these brakes are kind of iffy. If you don't have any air pressure, you don't have any brakes, basically. So you need, once you start off the machine, you need to wait until the air pressure gets up to norm. and then go driving, because if you immediately go driving, you don't have any brakes. It's kind of a shitty design flaw if you ask me, but hey, that's how they made it. Radiator, and I'm guessing oil cooler up front. Got like a neat little step there so you can climb on the hood. Front thing. Looks like we got some curtain technology as well. And if you pull the cable there from the gap somewhere, I'm assuming, then you should get like a curtain in front of the radiator that will block the airflow. So this is kind of crucial if you're using the machine during very cold days. The engine will never get up to temperature if you don't have that curtain thing. Air tanks, frame, wheel, spring, wheel, duo, tree, pintle hitch, wheel, fuel. Oh yeah, the previous item. I guess there's really not much to it, I suppose. We got those air outlets here as well, and looks like one of them is broken. Is it even connected? It's connected, yeah. We have several different types here, I guess. I'm guessing that's some type of a newer version, and that's the Soviet version, and it's filled with concrete like all of them are. Now we got air tanks here. Now the guy told me something about this little thingamajig as well. Basically it's for the air system, but he didn't really know 100% what it was for. Right now it's broken. He told me that the lead is inside the gap somewhere. Oh, there we go. So the lead goes on that, but this entire thing is broken. And he told me there should be some type of oily substance in there in order to lubricate something, maybe in the air system. I'm not really 100% sure. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Look at that. Maybe it's separate. It's not from the same system. Oh, it is. Never mind. Some type of cooling fin for something. Maybe air systems. Shock absorbers. Bunch of springs. I wonder what this is for. Oh man, look at that. That is so cool. Look how this thing is designed. It's like a giant ball hitch, right? I'm guessing it takes some type of oil or grease. There seems to be some type of a rubber gasket, but that seems to be broken or something. Oh, that's pretty cool actually. Never seen a design option like that before. What do you guys think? I'm not really sure what this is supposed to do. Maybe, I mean, brakes are not here, right? Brakes are over there, so this has to be some type of a fluid line. Probably like a locking mechanism or something like that. You can lock all 6 wheels, so you have like 6-wheel drive on this guy, 100%. There's no automatic nonsense. Everything is manual. But this side doesn't have that hose. Oh, it does. Never mind. I'm blind. Dude, I think this is like a solid buy. I don't see a thing wrong with it, like something bad, I mean. Everything looks so solid. I mean the gap has probably seen some better days. That will... These stupid wooden gaps are not a very good idea. But dude, it's like 50 years old truck. I'm not sure if the gap has been replaced at some point, but man, so old. I mean, this guy is at least 10 years something older than the chunky gyros, and it looks so much better. It just kind of shows who takes care of the machine, right, and who doesn't. Okay. So that thing works, but it doesn't want to go over like 2. I'm not sure if that's normal. On the KrAZ we have 8, a lot more. So maybe 2 is fine for this truck. Not really sure about that. I did not see this guy move or that guy move, so I'm not really sure if they work. And now as for the plentiful of buttons over there, I have no idea if any of them do anything. Plus they're all in Finnish. So I would need to translate this entire thing. Maybe I'm gonna start off from here and you guys can translate it for me, because I'm very lazy, right? Man, those are a lot of buttons actually. Something down here as well. Not sure. Not sure what they do. There's like a additional little thing here. Not really sure what that's about. Another thing over there. Supposed to press something down. It's kind of crazy how many buttons and knobs and pedals and think of achievements this guy has, right? Bro, that's kind of crazy. Oh, maybe this is the curtain thing. Does something move? I don't know. That thing is hard to pull. Probably not. But anyway, guys, let's just kind of go over the basics, I guess. You know, do basic maintenance on the thing, check the oils, filters, stuff like that. Figure out what's broken or not. Now, at the moment, I'm not planning to change any of the oils out unless they're low or really bad looking. The guy told me that the engine oil was replaced like 2 or 3 months ago. So I think it's not worth even touching that right now, maybe next year. But no, we'll check it out. The filters definitely. I'm thinking the centrifugal filter will tell us a very good story about the condition of the engine and oil overall. And yeah, I guess just gonna check what's what, check what's broken, and then plan ahead what we need to fix. Take it from there. No, let's start off by, I was thinking maybe cleaning the machine, but I think that's not even worth it, honestly. This thing is pretty clean. But I guess we can make it cleaner, right? However, I don't have any water right now. Damn thing is empty. Need to water. What is this? If I need rain, got blue nonsense over there. I think it's not worth it. The thing is actually pretty clean. Let's skip the cleaning for now. What do we have here? Maybe the battery box? Oh, by the way, the guy told me that this thing has brand new batteries in it. Oh, man, that's like 500 euros in batteries right over there. What is that? Fish hook. T-shirt. Another T-shirt. One more. Man. I mean, what is that crap? I'm gonna put it on the Christmas tree. Oh, it's actually from there. Yeah, the other side is missing it. Okay. Look at that. Already managed to fix something. 10 points. About this thing though, I did some research, and it's not a oiler or anything like that. Well, basically it's designed for Arctic environment. And personally, I think I won't need it. However, it would be great if I had the lead shot at least. But dude, if you did a bit of research about this truck, KrAZ-255, you would kind of be amazed how robust this thing actually is. This thing was designed to work in the Arctic, much like Joseph. Well, basically it's built like a tank or something of the sort. And that part is supposed to take some type of coolant or alcohol-based type of liquid. And the way this works is that every now and then it squirts a little bit of that coolant inside the air system, and that is supposed to prevent the valves, the little valves, from freezing up in Arctic condition from moisture. Not from water, but from moisture. Now in Estonia, winters are pretty annoying and cold, but we are nowhere near Arctic conditions. So technically I don't think I need this part, but I'm gonna try to fix it, and maybe we'll put a bit of coolant in there as well, just for safe measure. I figured maybe we could epoxy this thing back together. I guess I got like a little tip for you when it comes to drawing out repairs like this. Don't immediately pour the epoxy in the thing. You want to glue together after mixing the resin and the hardener. Actually wait, well, it kind of depends how hot the environment is where you are working from, but usually it's about 4 or 5 hours. Wait for the epoxy to kind of turn very tacky, so it wouldn't flow anymore, and then apply the glue, because if you immediately apply it, most of the epoxy will just run away. I'm just gonna add like a little bit, and then later gonna add the remaining bit, because we need to, there's like a little crack over there as well, we need to fill that crack also. We'll come back to this later. Well, that one looks perfect. Also looks pretty good. Oh. I think that's gonna spin with the nut. Yep. But it does work now. Wonder how we'd lock it down though. You can lock it down in the gap somewhere. It's not really important right now. But about the heating or pre-warmers, I'm not really sure, honestly. It should have something. I think the heating thing is at the bottom here. That thing has to be the thing, right? Some type of a coolant heater. I'm not sure how it operates though. Pretty sure we have. Is that water? Looks like water, yeah. But I'm pretty sure this is some type of a heater because we can see that we have that little metal shroud over there, which directs probably hot air on the oil pan. So this contraption heats the coolant and the oil at the same time, which is pretty genius, I guess. I've never seen a device like this before, but we do have wires coming to it, so I'm guessing it's controlled from the gap somehow. That actually looks like coolant. Green. What? Looks like water to me. Not sure. But yeah, I think that's the heater for the entire system. I just need to figure it out, how it operates, how to start the thing. Now luckily we do have a lot of time before I actually need it. I mean, summer even hasn't started off yet. Got plenty of time to read the comments section, I guess. But I think that's actually pretty genius design right there. Heats the water and then blows hot air through that little hole right against the oil pan, heating that up as well. That's actually pretty cool. No, that's coolant. That's not water. Very good. First time I buy a Soviet piece of machinery and it actually has coolant in it. Even the K701 had water in it. The expansion tank is pretty empty. I wonder what that thing is. What do you guys think? It should have something to do with fuel, right? Because that's a fuel filter down there. Although we got that box connected up to the fuel filter as well. And I don't think it operates considering the condition of the hoses. Whoops. Or whatever. Now later we're gonna try to press some buttons in the gap. Maybe we can even get the horn work. That would be really cool. That went away pretty fast. Definitely need a new copper gasket here. Oh man, I think it's completely empty. We can check it out quickly, but found the nut, by the way. Man, look how clean that thing is inside there. Wow. Like from the factory, bro. Wow, that is so clean. And this thing just feels so lightweight. I think it's not even worth trying to undo it, but no, whatever. Yeah, I've seen cleaner, no doubt. We still have a little bit of crude on the wall there. So, not a total waste of time, right? You guys remember when we opened up the KrAZ cleaner? WTF is this? Dude, I've never seen a oil cleaner like that. Completely packed, absolutely 100% packed. I've never seen anything like that before. I mean, how many years do you need to use the machine in order to fill that cup? Probably for a very long time. While we're already here, let's check the main filter as well. Now before we open that, I think we should take like a quick look back how the KrAZ oil filter looked like. Then we can do like a little comparison. Wow. Holy cow. Holy cow, man. How did any oil even pass through this somehow? Well, there is a small opening there, and another one there. But holy cow. I don't get it. This is years of neglect. This doesn't happen in a month or two. This happens in years and years and years. I mean, if the person who worked on this machine is watching this video, you're a moron, man. I think that looked pretty bad. Golly, look at that. Dude, I'm not even gonna take that off. Look at that thing. Not a single peck of dust on it. Dude, I think we can just gonna end the video right here. We don't really need to do anything else. I mean, so far everything looks kind of perfect. Okay, that takes care of the engine. Let's check the air filter next. Yeah, look at that. Oil bath air filter. Supremely clean. Don't see any dirt anywhere. Plus the oil is there as well. I guess that's good also. I do wonder though, what if you get into a very leany situation and the oil from the oil bath gets sucked into the combustion? Wouldn't that cause like a runaway effect? I mean, for a brief moment at least. Kind of curious about that. What do you guys think about that situation? I think the truck needs to be on a very steep lean in order to get the right conditions, you know. But you know, these types of cleaners, they work very well. And the oil catches the thicker particles. They're gonna stick to the oil, and then the air goes through the mesh, which will clean the remaining air. These things have lasted the test of time, and they work very well. But what's next? I think let's do the fuel filters, check the condition of those. And I got some bad vibes about checking the fuel system, honestly. Usually when I try to tinker with any diesel fuel systems, something goes to hell and then it doesn't work anymore. But you know, whatever. Dude, that is brand new. That is brand new. Put that quickly back before something explodes. Well, I'm pretty sure that doesn't work anymore. Yeah, I don't see any sediment cup anywhere. Interesting valve setup. I'm guessing that's the return line. Then we have a couple of those lines. Maybe one goes to one filter, the other goes to the other filter. I'm not really sure how the fuel is plumbed on this machine. Plus, I'm not really sure if we can even get like a manual for this guy. That would definitely clear up some information, but getting that piece of paper in English might be a bit tricky. Looks like the return line is leaking a bit here. Oh man, the tank doesn't look the best, honestly. Looks like Titanic in there. See munnikarune. Mida sa välja lülitad ennast? Mingi automaatne munn oled või? Mida sa teed? Not a lot of fuel in there. Probably like, but it just doesn't look the best in there, you know. Either the diesel is red, you know, red diesel, or it's just completely filled with rust. There is some rust on the walls, but it's not the worst. The diesel, however, looks extremely red, so I'm not really sure what's up with that. Estonia doesn't have red diesel, we have blue diesel, so. But then again, maybe Finland does have red diesel, because this thing came from Finland. I'm not really sure about that, what type of color they use. I think just in case though, we should drain the fuel tank. So I think that's actually normal red diesel. But whatever, let's drain it out. Maybe we can get some debris out of the system. I mean the fuel tank. Then we can put it back. Okay then. Now, this thing fell off my head and I was kind of wondering where the glass went. I mean, I was looking all over, couldn't find it. Check this out. Yeah, properly clean now. Joku raisk. Not a lot, just a little bit. If you guys are wondering why I'm not using off-road diesel, I mean, I've been getting a lot of comments about that, and it's pretty simple. In Estonia, you need to be a CEO of a freaking farming company in order to buy that stuff. Normal gas stations don't sell it anymore. It is very controlled, so getting your hands on it, you basically need to have like pretty decent ties to a farmer. And if you get caught using that thing on the road, straight to gulag, bro. I'm sad that this is all the diesel I have at the moment, but I think we can fill about half a tank. I need a lot more diesel for this tank, but then I'm gonna get it the next time I go to the city, if I need something else as well. About that dude though, I think it's worth checking it out, considering those rusty bolts. Maybe this thing has not come apart for a while. I also noticed that this part is not connected to that part. It kind of looked like that before. Guess that's not the case. So I'm thinking this is windscreen washer fluid container, but it's been disconnected. Wiring is still hooked up to it though. However, we don't have the sprayers for the window, maybe. And we do have them. Nothing. Pretty sure that's the thing, right? I think this is the hose for it. But where does it go? They're just gonna connect it with each other. Man, this thing actually has like a gap heater as well. Wow. This unit is so good. Thing keeps just getting better. Oh. Now I see what's going on. Got like a little threesome connection there. Dude, I think we can add like a new hose. Maybe this thing will even work. Dude, just imagine if we can even get that thing to work. Man, that would be like the icing on top of the supermodel, bro. I mean the icing on top of the naked supermodel. Because this just can't get any better. I mean, am I right or am I right? Everything I do to this thing, I mean, everything I've done to this thing so far, it just keeps amazing me. Nothing's broken, everything works, everything's clean. And I think whoever took care of this machine did a lot better job than I will ever do to it. Wish I could park it somewhere indoors. I mean, the rain doesn't do any justice to the wooden cab, right? lõigata. Peaks sobima küll. Check it out, guys. Soviet era truck from the 70s currently has more washer fluid than my Honda does. How wrong is that? Mida sa nussid? Ma ei saa aru, see narre on nagu mingi munn. Vahepeal lukustab ennast lihtsalt mõlemale poole, üldse ei tööta. Noh, näed, mõlemale poole keerame. Kuradi Hiina pask raisk. Literally can't find the socket now. Man, this sucks. Something falls on the floor and it just falls through the floor, bro. Basically just went over everything, like 10 minutes. Even looked at that crack. It's not there. On the floor, nowhere. Not near the tires. Nowhere here on this floor. Even looked on the other side. The thing just freaking fell through the floor. I really hate if I lose a tool, because then my toolbox has an empty spot and that really bugs me. And all because of this piece of crap, which doesn't function properly. It gets stuck and then it turns on both ways. Piece of crap, Chinesium. Piece of crap. In overall, I think this is fine. It's not as clean as the other filter, but it's definitely not as bad as well. I don't think I have a replacement filter for that dude. You have this thing, but this is a bit longer than it needs to be. Yeah, it doesn't fit. Maybe this thing is fine. I mean, it looks pretty okay. I remember last year I was searching for filters for that cup, and I didn't really have a lot of luck. So maybe this is fine at the moment. What do you guys think? I mean, it's not collapsed. It looks pretty normal, I guess. There is a lot of brown or reddish color to the paper element, but you know, red feel. Probably because of that. And very minimal mud at the bottom. I think it's fine. I think I don't need to do anything else here. You're just gonna realize that putting fuel inside the filter is actually like a bad idea, because some of that fuel might bypass the filter. So it's always like better to actually put an empty cup in the thing and then prime the system again, right? So all the fuel that goes through the filter will actually go through the filter. Oh man, I'm sick of pumping. I can hear noises coming from the hole, but I don't see any fuel. Nope, that's not doing anything. Maybe I need to put the plug on. Oh yeah, I think that's working now. Actually pumping fluid. But anyway, everything we've done up to this point under the hood was just pointless, basically, because everything's good. However, at least we know this now. I mean, before everything was a mystery. Right now we know for a fact that everything's good under the hood. We don't really need to do anything else here at the moment. I think let's just kind of continue onwards. Let's check the gearbox next. Then the remaining gearboxes, differentials, and you also need to go over all the grease fittings. Building this grease pit was a really good idea. I'm guessing the fuel port is somewhere up top, but bro, I have no idea how to access that at the moment. Look at that, what is that, like a bunch of bowels? Let's see. Looks like the oil level is almost correct. Could add a bit more. I think that bubbly stuff is normal actually. Gear oil tends to do that, I suppose. It's very thick. Or maybe this gearbox takes engine oil. And sometimes that's the case. Quickly check that. Oh, I guess not in this case. AI chick says gear oil. Took about 2 liters actually. I think it's leaking out a bit from the bottom. Now what's interesting is though that it has 2 drain blocks. So maybe this is like a separate compartment. I'm not really sure about that. I mean, I don't see any other potential check plug anywhere else. So I'm guessing it's a single compartment but with 2 drain blocks, most likely. I think we don't need to do anything else here with the gearbox. Let's move on to the... What do you even call these things? I mean, I guess they're sort of gearboxes as well. They carry drive over from one shaft to multiple shafts. Got the drain block down here, got the drain block down there. Breather. Check, well, I'm guessing that's the check block then. And there as well. But it has this weird star-shaped cork. Bro, I don't think I have that. That's... I don't think I've never even seen a plug like that before. Quite big as well. I'm guessing it's something like that, but much bigger. I don't think I have that. Maybe we can make a tool. Yo, I think this might actually work. Doesn't resemble a star whatsoever. It's probably because I'm missing a couple of teeth there, but maybe. Yeah, maybe. Let's go weld a nut on this guy. Look at that. Wasting 30 minutes to build not a star was worth it. Because it works. And don't ask me how I'm gonna get that thing out there, because I had no plan for that. I thought I'm just gonna make a new star for the next vlog and just leave them here. Actually, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Whoa! What a bunch of waste of time. No problem, bro. The little blade was designed for extraction purposes. Look at that. Oh, I think that's clipping. No! What happened? Do I need to hammer this thing all the way in order to not slip, I believe? Now let's leave this guy for last. I think the other ones are not positioned so badly. Ooh. It's basically there, but we could add a little bit more. I wonder how much a little bit more is actually. that's pretty good. About 2 liters. Not bad. What? Oil level good, but we had pressure inside the housing, so I have to check the breather. That seems clear now. Woo. Bazooka. One thing to point out though, I mean, you can't blow through it. Maybe there's like a spring inside here. If enough pressure is built up, then it will release. You know, I'm not really sure. Maybe these are designed differently. I've opened one up on the Volvo loader, and that was pretty standard. Just like a hole with a cap on it. I think it's supposed to work like that, you know. And once enough pressure builds up inside the housing, then it's gonna release, vent it. But if no pressure is inside the housing, then it's closed. So, I don't know, dust or something won't get in. Kind of makes sense, I guess. But I'm not sure, you know. I'm just thinking that if I try to undo that cork, I'm gonna probably ruin it. But it probably works like that. You know, it feels kind of weird having a machine that covers the entire bit. Yay, dirt. Oil level is good though, and no pressure. Okay. Okay, I think there's only one more of that star-shaped plug remaining. Everything else is square. Got the rear diff, the other diff, the front diff, drop box 1, drop box 2, somewhere over there, and then we have those things. I think there's 2 of them, or maybe more, but I'm not sure about that part, you know. The drive goes in and then goes down to the differential. I mean, there has to be like a gear in there, right, which does that job. But I don't see any fill board, I don't see any drain board, I don't see any other board. So I'm not really sure about this part. I'm pretty sure there's a gear in there, maybe even several of them. But lubrication, the rear diff has the same setup. And nothing on it. Like a side cover. This is the airline, by the way, so that's not that thing. Obviously there's oil in there because this has leaked out some, but I don't see any blocks anywhere. So that's a question mark at the moment. I'm gonna try to open up the last star though. Oh yeah. That's super rust in there. That thing is pretty empty. Also a lot of rust in there. Ma ei saa aru, kas seal on õli või ei ole. Väga raske aru saada. But dude, check out that rust. Wow. There's oil in there though. It's not empty. It's kind of low, but it's not empty, definitely not. It smells like gear oil. Seems about the right thickness as well. I'm just gonna top it off. I don't think I can heal that rust. And this was a bad judgment call, I guess. Should have just emptied the entire thing. Considering how much it actually takes to top it off. Right now we're at 9 liters or something like that. Well, 10 if we finish this. Almost 10 liters. It's kind of lame. Well, at least making that little duel was well worth it. Saved a bit of money there. And let's not go far from this location. There is actually another block nearby. Right over here. I actually noticed absolute ton of lubrication points on this truck. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna miss some of them because I don't have like a sheet of paper telling me where they are exactly. We're just gonna try to lubricate everything we can see. But dude, there's actually a lot of them. Okay. One compartment is low, other compartment is overfilled. Maybe it's leaking from one compartment to another. And these two are connected, so seems like a plausible option. What do you guys think? but whatever. It's like grandma always said, any oil is better than no oil. Especially when she was making pancakes for me. That reminds me. Ooh, it's lunchtime. Be right back. Ow. Now, if there's like a weird chance you're wondering what I had for lunch, it's pretty simple. I had some Supermom's Super Stew, along with a couple of pieces of sandwiches, and for drinks I had that kefir thing. I'm not sure if you guys drink that stuff. Essentially it's like sour milk, I guess, but not quite. It has this funky and tacky taste. It's actually pretty good. But with that, I think we've checked every possible gearbox. I've been kind of wondering about these parts. Maybe this guy takes oil as well, because we do have like a oil fork type of situation up there. So I guess that kind of makes sense, although I'm pretty sure this won't seal any oil, that's for sure. So most likely takes grease. Yeah, it looks like grease. It's completely packed. I think you just fill it completely with grease. Maybe we can push a bit more in there, not sure. Palju seda läheb sinna, ma ei saa aru. Man, it's coming out from the other side somewhere. Or does this housing take so much grease? Looks like almost the entire tube in there. I don't see that thing oozing out from anywhere. Dude, I know. Seems like it's not coming out from anywhere. Maybe I'm pumping the entire differential full. Yes, the KrAZ-255B front axle steering knuckle is designed to be packed with significant amount of grease. I'm gonna leave it at there for now. Maybe if the ball starts rotating around, it's gonna move the grease around as well. But anyway, I think let's just go over all the grease fittings now. And boy, are there a lot of those. I think we can call this guy the Grease Master 5000. What? So typical. You can't see anything from your field of view, but it's coming out always from behind somewhere. That always happens. It's so annoying. Actually, brakes were pretty dry. Yeah, I'm gonna go over all the joints now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and multiple of them up there as well. And we're gonna do the drive shaft joints later. That takes a bit different grease. Dude, there's 2 more fittings over there as well. I'm not really sure what are these for. Interesting. Not for the brakes. Definitely not. Nothing's turning here. Maybe the AI chick knows. Sometimes that dude is so useful. What are the 2 grease fittings for on the truck KrAZ-255 rear axle wheel hubs? Another score for the chick. The 2 grease fittings on the rear axle wheel hubs of the KrAZ-255 truck are designed to inject grease into the inner and outer wheel bearings without needing to disassemble the hub assembly. Well, I told you guys, such a smart ass, that one. But good thing we checked that, because those are bearings, and that grease, no, it will work, but it would be better if we added a different grease there. Essentially, it doesn't really matter that much, I guess. I remember the guy at the oil store told me something about it. That one type of grease for bearings, the other type of grease for pins and bushings. I can't exactly remember what the guy told me. He said like essentially the difference lies in how it reacts with water, I guess. And one was lithium based and the other was something else. I can't remember. A lot of people just use the same universal grease everywhere and the world still keeps turning, so it doesn't really matter that much, I guess. I suppose it kind of depends what you do. Is your machine running 24/7? Then in that case, probably try to use the correct lubricants, right? To ensure that the machine will last for many, many years. that battery operated gun is a lot better. Plus I think these bearings have not been greased for a while. It seems very dry. With the first grease that goes in, it feels like you need to push a giant dirt out of the way. Okay, I think that's pretty good. There's so many grease fittings down here. Just imagine doing this without the bit. Man, that is just insane. Oh, this one is missing one. Man, I hate putting these things in these UV joints. I especially hated the KrAZ one, which took like half an hour plus. About 80% of my remaining brain cells. Luckily those recover overnight to some degree. Now just imagine me doing this at the moment while lying on the ground on the dirt, because that's how we worked on the first KrAZ when we got that thing, remember guys? I think we have improved the situation in that department just a little bit, because I can totally stand up and do this at the moment on my feet. And actually I watched my first KrAZ video like this morning, and I was putting tarp under the KrAZ, and then I started pressure washing the guy. And the tarp remained under the KrAZ the entire summer. And after removing it, everything was dead under it. So much oil as well. That's just crazy. No, see ei lähe otsagi sinna. Ei lähe otsagi sinna. I think this grease gun doesn't fit between the bin, the circ and the wall. Oh no. Kurat küll, on otsas ja siis lendab välja. Okay. I see you. Okay, I think that actually takes care of all the UV joints. Ooh. Siis sealt välja jääb. It's supposed to leak out from there. There's like a little hole under the circ. And what do you guys think about that? Actually, I think this is broken. It's like a little crack. Yeah, definitely not intentional. That's cracked. Anyway, I think that actually takes care of most of the stuff downstairs. Got all the U-joints, throwout bearing, brakes, all of them, whatever the crap those are called, I can't remember. And yeah, let's go upstairs. There's plenty more there. Sorry guys, had one more sneaky UV joint. Türa, see vaatab sinu alla kuhugi. No ma ei tea, kes see kuradi insener nüüd siia panda on, ma ei saa aru. No ja vaata, ma ei tea kuhu perse seda too omadega suunaga on. I mean, who's the genius who installed that fitting there? Straight fitting, straight against the gap floor. I'm supposed to put any gun on it. Freaking genius. No, mida sa nüüd nussid seal neid ära? Aijaa, kuradi. But anyway, obviously the most important fitting in the world also got some love. And with that, I think I'm finished. Unless we have something on the engine. But as I don't recall the KrAZ having any grease fittings under the hood. Everything is lubed by oil there. So I think that's about it. If I did miss something, then do let me know. Maybe you guys know something that I missed. But now one more very important thing, and that's the walking beam lubrication. I think it's basically the same as the ball situation up front. Just kind of undo that and then make sure this housing is packed with grease. I'm guessing. Maybe this takes oil. I don't know. Smells like a bunch of dead dinosaurs in there. I don't think that takes oil. Dude, I think that's oil. Wow. I was not expecting that. I was pretty sure it's gonna be grease. But that's oil. I think that's it. Interesting, by the way. But whatever. I think that's it. The entire day. 5 tubes of grease and about 20 liters of gear oil combined. Not bad, I would say. I was expecting for a lot worse. Okay, so a couple of things left that I want to do. Number one, check the air system. You make sure that we don't have any leaks anywhere. You know, I remember when I pressed the brake pedal down, then I did hear a leak from somewhere. Usually that shouldn't be the case unless there's something wrong with the brake chamber, right? Or there's a leak somewhere else. I'm not sure. But other than that, the air system on this guy seems to be pretty solid. One thing that I want to point out is that this guy has huge amount of air compressor tanks, like 5 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But maybe these 2 are like aftermarket type of situation. We do have some Finnish stamps on that. So maybe those 3 are original and these 2 have been added later. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can confirm or deny that. But let's drain all of them, make sure there's no water in them, then try to figure out the leak situation. And number 2, number 2 is basically electronic stuff. See what works, see what doesn't, and then figure out if we need to fix it or not. And let's start off with this dude. The lead should be nicely cured by now. It seems pretty solid. I did a couple of different port jobs on it. First to seal the cracks, and then later I added like a little river table inside the thing. Maybe this will hold. Guess we'll see. Maybe it doesn't go on there anymore. Maybe screw something. No, actually goes pretty good. Yeah, look at that. It's ready for Arctic. Let's go. By the way, guys, you remember this little knob here? I'm not 100% sure, but I'm guessing that's if you want to add air to the system without starting the diesel engine. So let's quickly check that out. See if that's the case or not. Should be something under 3 bars. 2 point something. Yeah, one chamber is definitely leaking. I think it's from this wheel. You can't really tell from the camera. It kind of looks like it's coming from here, but whatever. Let's try to undo that, and then let's put some air into the chamber from here. Then we can actually confirm. You know what? I think it's not the issue with the chamber, rather the hose. That seems like, I know. Seems like it left the chat about 10 years ago. That's a pretty interesting connection there. I've not seen that before. Yeah, the chamber is fine. Yeah, that's good. That's bad. I need a new hose. And I'm pretty sure I can cherry rig this together from my own supply. It's leaking out from there. Okay. Oh look. I found more nipples. Yay. But anyway, I'm gonna try to find like a cork for that so we could test the remaining air system for leaks. Found the cork. Ooh. Yay, it fits. Great success, guys. No more leaks. Don't you just love that when you press the brake pedal and nothing's chiseling somewhere? That's just the best feeling ever. Now we just need like a new hose. Yeah, I got an idea. Let's try to cherry rig some crap together. And this end looks like M20 1.5. Pretty standard Soviet thread. Dude! Oh man, it's a bit short. Wish I had two of them. Oh look! I have two of them. What a shock. Guys, I think these are from the shear ram build a while ago. The leftovers. And I think now we need them. Very good. I just need to join them together somehow. Join them together somehow. So that takes care of that end. I just need to figure out this end. I wonder if you can weld on that. What? Dude. Welding fittings together is like my way of not going to the hydraulic shop and spending a fortune. However, I think you can't actually weld on this fitting. Maybe this is made out of some type of alloy. But no, let's go see. Maybe I actually have the proper fitting for this conversion. Look at that. Didn't even need to weld anything. Just needed to build a little Christmas tree. Voila. Nothing there. I'm kind of impressed that there's no water in those. You guys remember when we opened up the KrAZ compressor tank? Holy kabuki, man! That scared me. Yeah, a bit of a different situation there. Air good, water bad. Wow, no water. Oh. A little bit of moisture there, but wow, no water in the tanks. Did I mention the naked supermodel with icing on top? No? Well, I just did. Can't you remember? Bro, I think that's it with the air system. I mean, I think I have like a couple of bars in the system at the moment. I don't hear any leaks anywhere. Seems pretty good. Plus, no water in the tanks. Brakes work. Nothing else is leaking. Plus, I really like the addition that you can add air to it without needing to fire up the diesel engine. What's that now? Oh, look at that. It stopped. Maybe not. Oh, piss off, dude. Why? What did I do to deserve that, man? Oh man, it's getting worse. It's pretty tight. I think it's such a small leak that we can just kind of ignore this guy until it becomes an issue. I mean, it's not gonna prevent us from braking, that's for sure. Yeah, maybe it's fine. But anyway, let's fire the guy up and see what's what with the buttons inside the cab. Man, that scared me. That actually works. That's so cool. What else? What does that do? What is that? Dude! Look at that! That works! Dude! Man! Where is that pointing at, bro? Things work on this guy which I've never even imagined would work on anything I own. I mean, where's my Soviet chair? Hey, what are you doing down there? I need you. Piece of crap. And point there, okay? That is so cool. How does the wiper work though? Oh man, that works. Oh my lord, this just keeps getting better. The chrome plating inside is kind of worn down though. So far so good. I have no idea what these do. These three buttons do though. There's like no markings on them, and they don't draw any power from the amp meter over there. I have no idea what is that. Nothing. Okay, I think that's the fan for the heater. I think this compartment is meant for the engine heater thing. Yeah, that's that thing over there. I think that's the starter for the heater, maybe. But that doesn't do anything. Yeah. Vario Tovallo. Light up. I'm not sure what they do. Select text. Translate. Looks like we got some. Piss off, maximum. Looks like we got some information over there. So. And that's called the fuel heating. What, that heats the fuel or something? Okay. Use. That's not very helpful. Use startup. That's also not very. There. Maybe some missing information there. Finish. 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 Finish English. Oh, look at that. Man. Fuel heating, rinse, start, use. Hehku. Glow. Okay. Glow. Starting preheater without fluid and fuel using without fluid or more fluid than 30 seconds and heating the fuel for more than 60 seconds. But I did not understand any of it. Other than that this thing is meant for the heater. Well, obviously, right? I think this is kind of a fuel heating. Rinse start. Yeah. What about this thing? What the hell? Tire inflation. Filling free deflection. Man, you can inflate the tires inside the cab? What the hell is this crap? That is some not Soviet technology right over there. What is this for? Oh, this is the gear thing. Okay. What's this? Some type of a warning. Do not keep starter on for more than 20 seconds between starts. These should last at least 1 minute. Maximum 3 attempts. Dude, this guy starts so fast, we don't even need to wait the 20-second mark. What is this? Gauge light. Some type of light that doesn't work. Rinsing. I have no idea. What's that? Warning light. And that one. TV light. Where's the TV, bro? There's a TV somewhere. Man. No TV there. Well, there you go. I think actually most of the things work on it, but I'm not sure about the heating. How is that supposed to like function? Okay, you put the fan on, and then do we need to do that as? Do I need to hold the glow plugs for like 20 seconds or something like that, and then maybe start with the red button? Maybe that's the start. But I'm not getting anything in the amp meter. If we put the glow plugs on, then we should definitely get a drop there. So that's not even moving. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. Maybe that needs to be there. Nope. 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 Looks like the fan only works. Maybe we need to do it now. Okay, that did something. I think it needs to work in some type of a combination, because when the fan is on, then I can hear the fan like slow down, you know, when I do that or that. But I'm not really sure in what combination I need to press these buttons. The translator also was not very helpful. It just kind of used random words basically. So I'm not really sure at the moment. Roof 24 volts. I'm not sure what's that about as well. Just gonna keep the switches in the center, I guess, because I'm not sure what they do. But with lights there, some lights somewhere. Maybe rear lights. I don't think this thing even had rear lights. Oh, okay. Guess it does. Or maybe it has something to do with, you know, that part, the 24 volt thing for the trailer lights or something like that. The power thing though back there seems very funky. There's like a lot of wires all over the place. So I'm not really sure what's that about. Some unconnected stuff there as well. I don't even know what these two things do. Something to do with air, I think. That seems like it's supposed to be like that. Oh, what's this? Looks like we got some type of a mass switch back here as well. Yeah, I probably don't need that stuff anyway, so I should maybe remove that. What's going on here? Why is everything so wet? Diesel. I've been kind of wondering, what is that? You know, the lever pulling thing. Where is that coming from? Maybe it's this. Mida see minu? Wrong way. Sorry guys. Whoops. I think it's this thing though. I have to go double check. Yeah, pretty sure that's the thing. Now I need to figure out what it is. I think it's for the air system. I'm gonna ask the chick, maybe she knows. Very hard to describe that. I just asked what's the device and the chick told me several things. Basically that line goes to the cab's pressure gauge. That will show the air pressure. Maybe it's the governor, perhaps. I'm not really sure, honestly. I think it's not really important right now. I'm sure you guys will tell me what that crap is. Mis sa räägid? Traktoris või? Oh. Something about that stuck bird. How did that guy get in there? Kust ta sinna sai?
Ta ei oska.
Me peame teisele poole minema. Muidu ta ei tule välja. Tulge siia poole. Te peate tulema siia poole. Ta ei julge muidu.
Ma ei teadnud, et sul uus veega on.
No vot.
Saigi välja.
Jep.
Kas me võime tuua ekkaga sõita? Vabandust, Manju ei tulegi, sest ta jäi magama. Manju ei tule täna.
Ahah, ikka võita.
Then
how did he get in here?
Oota.
What the fuck? Maybe it came from there. Yeah, most likely. Wow. That's like a common issue, honestly. First go into equipment and then die there because they have no idea how to get out. And this has happened a lot with the KrAZ, but after installing that floor panel back, it hasn't happened anymore. I wanted to quickly search if the expansion tank does also need to have any fluid in it or not. Sina tahad sõita või?
Jah. No tegelikult meeldib seda.
It's just like a dot. It should be about halfway filled, actually. Not empty. Mis asi see veel on? See on bensiin üldse ju.
Mida?
All sport gasoline in there. Yeah. I mean, usually expansion tanks are halfway filled, right? At least they are on the Bobcat, Yanmar, KrAZ, basically everything I own, I think. Volvo, Heckerman. Yeah, somewhere over there I think should be fine. And about the other little mystery box over there. I think that's for the steering system, the cylinder and the pump. Yeah, one of the hoses ends up there, so that's part of the steering system. And the other hose, yeah, the other hose ends up right on top of the pump itself. That's part of the steering system. Something is leaking on this setup though. I'm not really sure what. The entire thing is kind of oily. So let's check the reservoir, make sure that's not empty. It's actually pretty full. It's somewhere over there. I think that's fine. Doesn't need to be all the way full. But anyway guys, I think that's about it right now. Nothing else that I'm looking to do at the moment. Man, I think I got really lucky on this buy. Considering that most of the things, I know, like 90% of the things are actually functioning as intended. That's kind of rare. Sure, we could improve a couple of things, but dude, honestly, I think we just got like a very solid truck, and we should definitely make a bet on it in the future. This could be a really serious hauler, you know. I mean, this guy is meant for some serious terrain. It will go through a lot of things. And if it does get stuck, then we have plentiful of options to get it out, right? I'm pretty sure Joseph would be #1 in this. But yeah, I'm actually really glad I bought this. For 5.2 grand with transport, absolutely functioning machine. Ready to do the work, whatever the work may be. Totally worth it. Also, it looks really badass, bro. It's kind of long, but whatever. This is a really nice piece of equipment. And like I told you, already 50+ years old, this guy. And the state of it is just so good. It's just a monster truck. And actually this year I'm thinking that maybe instead of going to that mod rally event where I go every year, I figured maybe we could take this guy and do like our own course, you know, around the swampy forest, for example. And if it gets stuck, whatever, fire up Joseph or the KrAZs or whatever, right? We could get this guy out, no problem. I think that would actually be a lot more fun than going to the event itself. What do you guys think? And it's gonna be a lot more work for me. Instead of standing around and watching other people struggle, I will be the one who struggles. So that's the only negative side, but I think the video itself would be a lot more cooler. And as of this one though, I think I'm gonna start wrapping it up now. And the little devils over there wanted to go for a little joyride, so we're gonna do that ride as well. Do a little trip with it. But You know, other than that, like I said already many times, I'm really glad I bought this guy. Such a solid beast. Probably had some air in the system now. Maybe it will clear itself. Forgot the most important thing. It's a bit too big. It doesn't go in there. Okay. Yeah, this is a bit too big for this strap. One thing I kind of hate, I always want to look over my left shoulder, but there's like a wall here, so I can't look through that, and I have to look over that shoulder instead. I wish there was like a small window here, or the window was bigger. That kind of bugs me, I guess, but it's not that bad. Maybe you can get used to it. No idea where my front wheels are. Already broke something and backed into the log wall, and I forgot about these guys. Man, I bent that up pretty badly, but that was not connected even. I think that survived, and that was already broken, I think. Or maybe not. What's this? Whoops. Oota, ma lähen siis ennem.
Veel leeb, no joo ja muidu siin.
oi jumma, siin on nii paha.
Mul ka paneb. Kas me saame sõita?
Oota, ma lähen enne sõidan lennuväljale.
Miks see sinu uks on lahti?
See on nii palav.
Miks see niimoodi teeb? Me saad nagu sõjalaab. Lähme Miia teed.
Hull oled peas. Mul ei ole nii palju kütust.
See on pellinud niikuinii. Võta siis on pelli, kui sa tahad. Mis see on?
Känd.
Siin võeti juurde minema. On me oleme. Pole põld.
No see on peaaegu põld.
Peaaegu. Las on ligi ja nahkid.
Mis sa kardad?
Väga.
Niimoodi sõideti sõjale.
Seal on känd. Seal on känd.
Ei huvita mingi känd mind sinna. Nalja teed. Mis känd? Olegi loll.
Mõtle poleks siia mahtunud. Ratas kogu kand tagasi taha.
Kohvoi.
Oh, ma vaatan, et ratta kinni. Vaata, ma pole läbi. Oi, Andri.
Mida?
Saab korda nii praegu. Andri, lõpeta ära.
Kardad või?
Teeme kolli puhkur.
Mis sa kardad?
Sõida edasi. Ei. Lasime kinni või? Sõida kiiremini.
Oi, sõida kiiremini. Mirta kardab ju.
Ei karda. Mis see on?
Tegelikult ega ta väga hea, kui ta sinna vahele kukub ka ei ole tegelikult.
Kui see on vahel on käinud, mida see käigu liigub.
Ja.
Ma nägin.
Not showing nothing.
Kus saab sellest?
This is maxed out. Something's off there. That's zero. That's zero. And that's zero.
Ma tean, kus see on zero.
Tead jah?
Ma käisin esas klassis.
Should probably tie that tire after. I don't want that to fall between the beams. Might actually damage some air hoses or something. Ma pean tulla redi just kinni tõmbama või ära võtma üldse.
Võtame ära. Võtame ära.
Me ei jõua.
Miks onu selle rehvi sinna pani?
No sest ta andis selle kaasa. On palav jah?
Võtame ära.
Vaata äkki see aken tuleb lahti.
Millega?
No see keeramine ei ulla seal. Proovi teisele poole. Aken tuleb lahti.
Jaa, õigus.
To the rescue.
Kas sa kõikide traktorile automaatselt? Ma ikka tean. Appi.
käiguga täitsa lõpuni. Ei jõua. Vot, hoia. Sa pead all hoidma.
Hoian.
Nii, nüüd lase ülesse.
Oi teadnud, Andris! Andris! Mine! Ma just piduri. Ma ei taha sõita.
Ma panen väga aeglase käigu sisse. Vajuta uuesti seda.
Siia?
Jaa. Ma panin ise vale käigu sisse, no. Nii.
See rool on natuke raske.
No ta natukene on, jah. Nüüd võiks tegelikult ringi keerata äkki või suuna sinna.
Nii.
Ma ei tea, mul see kuradi teine ja 5. käik on siin nii kõrvuti, et on täitsa lõpune.
Andris, ma ei taha sõita.
Okei. No kas sina tahad sõita või? Ei julge enam või?
Peli, sa võid sõita, kui sa tahad. Tahad sõita? Ma ei taha. Peli, kas ma võin nüüd apne pool? Jah, mul on ikka väga vaja. Ja mitte liiga. See sobib.
Thanks for riding Planet Bus. Okay, I kinda screwed that up. I put the freaking wrong gear in. You know, reverse, then second and fifth, they're like, the second and fifth are just so close to each other. I just accidentally put fifth gear instead of second. I wanted to put the second gear in. Things just kind of went off too fast. And you know, it ruined their fun. Now the chick is scared. I mean, I feel bad about that. But it's okay. I'm gonna buy a new piece of equipment and try to mend that situation, I guess. Anyway, guys, what do you think of my new toy? I mean, I think it's freaking awesome overall, all things considered. Couple of things that I like to point out though. Steering system seems a bit hard. I mean, you can turn it on the spot, but it's a bit hard. It's a lot easier if you're driving it, much like the old Clio and inside the cab. I did not get a reading on that guy, not even like 40. I'm pretty sure it should go at least 50 if even the thermostat is out. About 50 degrees, yeah. And clearly this dude has no thermostat in it, but actually there's two of them. One goes there and the other one goes to the other side. I actually do have a working bear. You know, right over here, two of them. They look very funky and old, but these have been tested. Both of them work just fine. However, I don't think I'm gonna install thermostats in any of my well, Soviet equipment, to be honest. Usually actually people even remove the thermostats. They will just use them without. I think it's fine. Shouldn't be any problems. Now, without the thermostat, the Yams 238 engine will usually get up to 55, maybe even close to 60 degrees Celsius. If you put like a pretty decent load on it, like when we were harrowing around with the KrAZ, then we got 71 degrees Celsius, but nothing above that. I'm not really sure how much the temperature is designed to be for these engines. Probably like 75, 80 or something like that. I think it's fine without it. I guess it's kind of more important if you use the machine like 24/7, right? You want to keep like a constant temperature on the machine, or I mean the engine. But for me, if I use it like 1 hour and then don't use it for like 2 months, then not that important, I guess. But other than that, I think I need to figure out where I'm going to park this guy, because I don't want to actually drive it back on the bed. It's so annoying with the log pile in the way. Maybe I should find a new spot for that. I'm not sure. No, I'm gonna figure that out. But for you, the movie's over. So, toodaloo. I mean, bye.